Hey all, this is Yamini and welcome to my channel Level Up. A couple of days ago, India banned 59 Chinese apps citing data security and privacy concerns. Well, I'm not going to talk about those 59 Chinese apps. Rather, in this video, we will focus on the existing Chinese investments in Indian companies and their data security. What about them? And also how India is looking to limit Chinese investments in future. If you wish to hear more from me on current issues and topics, do hit the subscribe button right away. Well, let's get immediately started with today's topic. China is most active in India in this startup sector. Paytm, which is India's largest mobile payment platform, has Chinese ownership of about 60%. Through Paytm, they have your bank account details, every minute recharge details that we do and whatnot. They might even know which SIM card you use and your favorite chocolate also. Literally, they know everything. Apps like Byju's are in total demand right now, with the students completely shifting to the online education system. If you think about the origin of Byju's, it's definitely an Indian app. However, the interesting fact here is China's Tencent Holdings Limited has a significant stake in Byju's. And I need not tell you how huge the user base of Byju's is right now. If you look at the cab segment, Ola, which is our very own domestic company, has about $400 million of investments from Chinese companies. China's Tencent Holdings Limited has a significant stake in Policy Bazaar, which means anything that happens to us, to our families or to our cars, which is covered under insurance, is completely under the scrutiny of Tencent Holdings. According to the report by Gateway House, 18 of top 30 Indian unicorns have investments from Chinese companies. Some of the top Indian companies that have Chinese investments are BigBasket, Byju's, Delivery, Dream11, Flipkart, MakeMyTrip, Ola, Oyo, Paytm, Policy Bazaar, Quikr, Snapdeal, Swiggy, Udaan, Zomato. They're all backed by Chinese investors. When it comes to technology startups, Indian firms have Chinese companies as their godfather. Chinese companies have infused about $4 billion of investments in the technology sector. As such, China has definitely come up in a big way in Indian startup scenario. The two major Chinese companies that have significant stakes are Alibaba and Tencent Holdings. Data leakage is a major issue that comes with the investments the Chinese make in Indian companies. The Chinese companies may encourage the startups to use pre-existing Chinese solutions for its technological requirements, which may lead to loss of control over the data. China's investments are quite strategic in nature. If you look at the companies in which they have invested, it ranged from taxi services, hotel aggregators, online payment solutions, and companies like that, which has the potential to provide a peek into the comprehensive profile of an individual or his or her habits. As we all know, in the current scenario, data is the new oil and it has a unique value in the market. There will be no privacy left for the customers. Well, this is one side of the story. The other part of the story is the opportunistic takeovers by Chinese companies. They keep scouting for distressed companies. Distressed companies are those which need amount to survive, which are unfortunately lots nowadays because of the coronavirus pandemic affecting various business sectors. Good stocks are available cheaper and the companies too would be looking forward for money infusion. This is an easy play for China, making predatory purchases at this point of time. The policy of China's opportunistic takeovers of stressed companies when the valuations are low has alerted a lot of countries all over the world in changing their FDI rules, which is foreign direct investment rules. As such, India was closely monitoring the moves of China. The alarm bells were set ringing when People's Bank of China bought some shares in HDFC Bank. The stake is not very huge, it's around 1.01%, but the timing mattered the most. When did they buy? They bought when the markets fell. It is reported that People's Bank of China has stakes in various other companies too, which are quite important to country's economy. And for startups, it was easy to raise money from China. They could invest directly through the automatic route. They need not go via government except for defense, space and atomic. They could invest directly. But from April 2020, Indian government has come up with new foreign direct investment rules to keep investments from China in check. According to the new FDI rules, any investment coming into India from any of the 7 countries with which India shares its land borders, China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar, Bhutan and Afghanistan, cannot come under the automatic route and will be approved by government on a case-to-case basis. All investments will now be scrutinized by the government. The new rules are applicable even for indirect investments as well, where the investor is from another country but the ultimate beneficiary is one of the 7 neighboring countries. Any investment in any form or any shape will now have to come through Government of India. This would shield the Indian companies from opportunistic takeovers and strategic acquisitions. Since the startup sector is the most affected right now, India must strive to become Atmanirbhar in startup financing as well. I personally feel that all the Indian companies with major Chinese investments should come forward and release a statement on how they are maintaining the data security. Obviously, it would be better if we are under the watch of our own domestic people rather than someone else. Well guys, this is it about today's video. Do put what you think about it in the comment section below. And also do not forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button.